What's good, everybody? It's your boy Kool, Aus and I'm back with another episode of Kool Konvos. Today, I have my dope friend. I mean, the dopest of dopies. I got Miss Lex Lucent in the building. What's up, Lex?
What up? What's going on?
You know me, just chilling. So, I know you, but for the audience, how about you tell them who Lex Lucent is and what does she do?
That's my rap name. My name is Alexis. I'm a rapper, and I do many other things. I'm a photographer. I do everything fashion.
She's a jack of all trades, man.
Definitely.
So let's get into the music aspect of it all first. I know that you've been really writing music since you were 10 years old.
Yeah. I remember, the Boys and Girls Club that they have there. I used to go to the one in Rosemont. And, there was a group of friends that I had. And then, I was trying to sing. I wasn't even really trying to, be rapping like that. But, it was a group of us and we were always singing and stuff like that. And I would just, write our songs. We just be chilling. I'd be writing our songs. So then, we had all got into this pageant together, and then I ended up writing the pageant song and stuff like that. So that's really how I started the writing part for me, basically since I was younger.
That's what's up. And I know you were very mature at 10 years old. You used to get in trouble because you had them cuss words up in your music.
Yeah, I will never forget. It's just marked in the back of my brain because it was just Lil Wayne is my biggest inspiration. So back then, he would just come out with mixtapes and stuff like that. And I'm gonna be I'm gonna hop on these beats too because it's just hard. So that's just how I felt. So I was writing a whole bunch of stuff. So mind you, Lil Wayne is one of my influences. So he cussing, talking about bitches, hoes, all that shit. So so I went out of my way and just decided to write my own version. I think the song was called Mega Man. It was one of the songs that he redid. I can't really remember right now, off the dome, which project it was on, but I remember it's that beat, Mega Man. So went on writing to it. Didn't think nothing of it. I had put the piece of paper under my MacBook that I had at the time. Went to a friend's house, whatever. I came home and I'm looking for that piece of paper and it's gone. It's gone. I'm yo, where's my piece of paper? I know I'm not tripping. I know I put it under my MacBook. I know I was not tripping. So my mom get home and it's real quiet. You know how you could just feel how tense it be?
You can feel it.
So it was so tense. So my mom, she didn't say nothing to me. She went in her room and she came back because I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. So she came back with a sheet of paper and she was like, "What the fuck you talking about on this paper? Bitches and hoes eating my pussy, this and that." And then I couldn't even get my words out. She just started beating my ass. So it's just scarred in the back of my life. But we laugh about it now because she listens to my music now. We laugh about it now, but that's really where it all started.
That's just up, man. And I commend you for not just being in a box of just being a artist, but you, like you said, you're also into fashion, also into photography. And how we originally met was you had your own media platform, Keeping Up with the 757. So you've always been into, the culture of the arts. So being that you always had your fit in the culture, how is it being a creative during this time, during this quarantine? You really can't be out and about like us creatives love to do.
Well, speaking of the Keeping Up with the 757, I actually been in contact with the girl that I was doing it with, and we might, be bringing that back some type of way. So that's possibly going to happen, but I'm just trying to stay productive, for real, working on music, got my own little home studio set up, just writing. I feel like it's just the time to just do whatever. So I feel like if you just got something that you feel like you just need to get off your chest, if you want to write a book, if you want to read a book, if you want to write some songs, I'm saying it just is just perfect time to do it. So I just been staying busy. Staying busy.
That's what's up, man. So let's get into let's get into the photography aspect of you being a creative. Fun fact: Lex did the nightly doses photo shoot, the neon looks, man. First and foremost, you killed that shoot. And let me tell you about my homegirl Lex. Like, it's quality, and you get it back so fast. And
Right.
is so how did you get into photography? Like, when you was like, damn, I'm actually good on this, I'm about to take it serious.
This is like maybe like one of the main reasons why I don't really like knock people in the head for prices, because like I'm still new to it myself. So it's like I would just shoot my friends and then they would post it and people would be like, oh, who did this or whatever. But honestly, it goes back to me being younger as well, because like, you know, going to the Boys and Girls Club, they give you many opportunities and things like that. So like there was an opportunity for me when I was doing, you know, they got the point and shoot cameras. So they would give them to us and we would just take pictures. And I actually won a contest. It's like 13 for, I think, like ODU or something like that. It was like black and white photography. And I was like 10 years old, you know, just winning competitions. But like I said, my friends, they would just ask me like to shoot for them, and I'd be like, yeah, whatever, like fine, because I got the camera. I might as well. I'm that type of person, and we'll try to utilize. So I'm like, all right, let's.
Hello.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
I don't know what happened.
It started getting a little glitchy, but we back.
I have to try to do it from my phone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. So yeah, my friends would just ask me to shoot, and I just shoot them. And it just got really popular. Like, people would just hit me up like, oh, you such and such, can you shoot me? And I'm like, yeah, fine. But then a lot of people were asking, so I just decided to like start charging people to do it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And how do you feel about being a creative and having your friends to support you? Like, does that, like, some people don't really like care. They're like, oh, if my friends support me, it is what it is. But how does that, from your point of view, to have your friends like really support your craft?
I think it's always good to have friends that support you, because like even when you have like your down days, there's always your friends that'll be like, you know, let's stop playing, like you really dope as shit. So like it's always good to have friends and things like that. I always appreciate all my niggas and things like that. Like my friends, actually, most of them are the reason why like I even came out like as a rapper, if we're gonna be honest. So I'm always thankful for my friends. Always.
That's what's up. And you already know, like, we grew like a very good rapport with each other. So I knew like when you was like really coming out with music, I was like, man, I'm about to help Lex as much as possible. And recently you performed at the Nightly Doses live show, killed it. The vibes was amazing. So how is it? I know it's two different energies from like being in the studio and actually making the song, and then like being on stage. Like, how is that on stage feeling?
Honestly, I'm still nervous. Like, I still get a little bit of stage fright, but like since after the Nightly Dose and the other opportunities that I've had to perform, like I've definitely gotten better with it. So I actually like really enjoy it. That's one thing that I say that I miss. Like, you know, outside of this whole quarantine, I actually just miss performing my music and people loving it and just feeling their own vibes. Like,
right. Cause Why You Mad is my song. That's still my song to this day.
Yeah, that's my song too.
So let's move on to, all right, so we're going to transition to Why You Mad. And let's just talk about Flip Phone for a minute. I don't know if you can see, I got
the poster in the cut.
Oh, you feel me? I fucks with Flip Phone so much. So tell me how you came a part of this group of musicians.
Oh, well, they always say it's not really a group, it's a label. So like I said, that song Young, and after like performing it and things like that, getting a fan base, because mind you, I've only been doing this going on a year, real. In April is when I really stopped calling my phone. So it's only been about a year that I've been out as a music artist. I've been doing other shit, but when I came out as a music artist, so that was circulating around, and I was performing for people and things. Now die flip phone. Plus, we're just like conversating on Twitter, and he was like giving me my flowers for my song Yum, because he really liked the song. So I'm like, thank you and stuff like that. But I didn't really think of it. More time had went by. He was having these events downtown. And so and he had he made another post on Twitter. Wait, I'm stepping too far ahead. Hold on, I'm stepping too far ahead. So I was going to the events at Group Theory, and then he had hit me up for a photo shoot for a project of his. That's how photography just got involved. He would hit me up for a photo shoot, and I'm like, I'll do it for some beats. And he was like, all right, bet, like we can make that happen, whatever, because I like doing trade-offs too. It's not all about just money for me, like, so I was like, we can do it for the beats and things like that. We did the shoot, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to write something to the beat, and I'm gonna get back with you. So I hadn't really heard from him since then. Then I recorded to the beat, which was Big Dick Energy. That's the song that he created. So I recorded to him. I was like, yeah, I seen him at Group Theory, and I was like, yeah, I recorded to the song. I'm gonna send it to you. Let me know what you think. A week later, I sent it to him. He loved the song. Like, he was like, this is the shit. Like, so I'm like, thank you. So I was gonna put that song on my own project of mine. So then this is where I was going. He makes another post on Twitter, and he's like, we need to create the label, basically, for the city if they're not going to make a label. This was before the Airwave, the thing that Pusha T is doing. This is way before he even came out with that. So we was like, all right, fuck it, we're going to come up with our own label for each other. I'm like, I'm down. For me, like, I'm down with anything that has anything to do with Virginia. So I'm just like, all right, I'm down, let's do it. So I did like a little eye emoji under the pic, and he was like, you already know that I already got you, like I already want you on there. So I'm like, all right, bet. So that's kind of how that went. And then I was like, well, I can re-record the song, because we were coming out with the compilation album, Phone Calls, which is the poster you got cut.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't have any songs. He was like, we can put BDE up there. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I can go record it at your crib, whatever. He was like, yeah, that's fine. We linked up like on Saturday session. I met everybody else, which was Matt and Butta and Paige. Matt wasn't in it yet, but it was just us, at first. So I met all of them, and it was just like, your shit's dope. And then you could just tell off rip, like, just the vibe that we had. And I'm like, these are some really good people. These are some good people to be surrounded by. So, I offer my helping hand. I'm like, I can do a photo shoot for us, whatever we need. Whatever we need done, I got it. So that's kind of how it went from there. Like, we came out with the compilation album Phone Calls, and we've been tight since then.
And I tell you, that has been I remember when it dropped, because I actually remember going to the listening party.
Yeah.
Great success, by the way. It was I would say it was a packed event. Like, and I listened to the compilation album, and I was just like, damn, like, it's something here. Matter of fact, I listened to it before it even came out at the photo shoot. So I kind of got like a vibe for it, and I was like, damn, like, these sounds, they're so different. But they mesh together so well.
Yeah. Like, and that's one thing that I like about our label in particular, is just like, it's a different sound than the everyday, sound for Virginia. So.
And that's what's up. I commend y'all, man. And since you're you all for Virginia, I got a little game that we're about to play before I ask my last question of the night. It is called How Virginia Are You? The rules are you have 20 seconds to name as many Virginia celebrities as possible. Do you think you can beat 11? That's the highest score I've had.
No, no, I cannot, because I was born in Brooklyn and I have been bouncing back from New York. But I am fully VA. I can name some things about VA.
Okay, so I had one of my guests was from Atlanta, and I played how Atlanta. Do you want me to do how New York?
No, I want to do Virginia, but I can name some. I can put a little something. You know what I'm saying? It may not be all artists, but it's Virginia.
Yeah. It don't gotta be artists. It can be actors, whatever. Just as long, like if they've been in the media, they are a go. So, 20 seconds on the clock. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go.
Off rip, Missy Elliott, Pharrell, Timbaland, those type of people. Lex Luger, things like that. There's many more, but like I said, I don't really be knowing them off the dome. But like I said, you're not from Virginia if you never went to Lynn Haven Mall and they want 2 floors. You're not from Virginia if you ain't hit the goddamn, what's the shit called at the bottom of MacArthur Mall? It was what's it called? Not the Jubilee. It wasn't. Well, you ain't from Virginia if you ain't went to the Jubilee period.
If you that's true. Jeepers.
Yeah, Jeepers Creepers at the bottom of MacArthur Mall.
All right, so that's a good 10 points right now, because you really got to be from Virginia if you went to
right.
So all right, so my last question of the night is, with all the knowledge and all the things that you've been through within your life, if you had to talk to a 14-year-old Lex right now, what's some advice you would give her?
I would just say, continue to be who you are, and just don't listen to what other people have to say about you. So that's all I would really say, because back then, struggling with like being bullied and things like that, the dark cloud kind of just blocked things. And I was just having this conversation with myself. I was just like, if I wasn't like who I am right now, if I didn't have that confidence, if I had that confidence then, I feel like I would have been way more far ahead now. So I would just say that, be who you are and fuck what everybody else got to say, to be honest.
Hey, and that's what it is. Go ahead, shout yourself out. Tell people where you can follow you, your music, all that.
I only got like 5 songs. I do have a project, 2 projects coming out. Mixtape should be coming out by the end of this month, or in the beginning of next month. And then I have a EP album kind of coming out this summer for sure. New music on the way. My name is Lucent. Y'all can find me on Instagram. My Twitter is Lucent Lex, Lucent Lex, on Twitter. And my photography page is Alexis. It's AAALEEEXUS. My music is on all streaming platforms, so you can find me on all of there. And then I have some other songs in SoundCloud as well that aren't on all streaming platforms. So, shout out my mama.
Hey, shout out mama.
Shout out my mama. Shout out God for, blessing me every day. And, shout out everybody else, all the other artists that's just trying to be who they want to be. Just be who you want to be, for real. So.
Exactly. And I wanted to say this before we hang up. You were saying, you just have 5 songs, but that's a big step, because it's people out here that don't even have the confidence to drop one. So for you to really be out here doing what you love, that's just something that it inspires me, because I see all my friends like really out here just doing what they love to do, and that's just an amazing feeling. I'm so proud of you, bro. Like, so proud.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I appreciate your platform as well, especially Blue Cloud Radio too. Especially for putting me on for that too. That was very dope. So
thank you.
Shout out Nightly Dose and everybody on the team.
Hey, thank you.
Love to see it.
Love to see it, man. So, hey, this has been another episode of Kool Konvos. I'll catch up with y'all at the next episode. Peace.
Peace.